Hello and welcome to the Grain Attraction. My name's David and it's lovely to have you here with me today. Whatever you're doing, wherever you are, I hope you've got joy and happiness in your life. Today, I'd like to talk about living from the heart. And I suppose I need to thank Loren for this video, this piece. On one of my other videos recently, Loren commented, it would be really nice to hear a little bit about one of your pieces and the meaning behind that piece. So I brought a piece out with me today to talk about the piece and the meaning behind that piece. So thank you so much, Loren, for the idea for this video. I'm just going to walk a little bit further and find somewhere to sit down that's comfortable, and then I'll discuss my thoughts and my feelings behind this piece of work. I'll see you in a moment. I found a lovely place to stop. I'm sat down here next to this lovely old oak tree. And oak trees have got symbolism in their own right, being strong and mighty. So I've brought a piece with me which is also carved into a piece of wood that has links to Norse culture and symbolism. So Loren, everybody else, here's the piece that I've brought along and that I would like to talk about. And I'd like to talk about living from the heart. So there are two things that made me want to talk about this piece. Firstly, as I've said, this is carved and created from a piece of ash. And I'm really enjoying working with ash, its workability, the grains, and the colour and the different colours that you find in the wood. And then on this piece I've taken small twigs or branches from ash which is in our garden and then cut it into small slices to create this Mo's pattern. So it's almost me paying my thanks to ash. So that's the first reason, or my personal symbolism in this piece. But I think the second reason is probably more personal, more of the story that I want to share with you, and the meaning of this piece for me. In the modern world, it's all about the brain, and the brain becomes the master of our actions, our thoughts, and our emotions. And through using the brain, we try to live up to the expectations that we set for ourselves and that are set for society, and also set by society. And I don't know about you guys watching this, but that doesn't always bring satisfaction, joy, peace, or happiness into our lives. But it's how we're schooled and a result of the society we live in and how we come to live our lives. Early last December, I completely stepped back from everything I was doing. I do know from September, November, I stopped consuming any news whatsoever, whether that's television, newspapers, on the internet or on the radio. I shut that away. I stopped consuming news media. I wanted to protect myself and isolate, I suppose, myself from the news media. And then in December, I stopped everything I was working on, because at that point it didn't feel right. And I enjoyed the Christmas season with my daughter, Daria, and she made me promise that I would mention her in one of my videos, and she'd like to be in one soon, so we'll see how that works out. So I stepped back and spent time with family and enjoyed the Christmas season. And I believe that by isolating myself, by not trying to forge any kind of path or action that was expected of me, I opened my heart. And things begin to fall into place. Now, you don't know this at the time, but here we are coming towards the end of March, and I'm sat here talking with you, sharing my pleasure and my joy on my wood engravings and pieces of wall art that I've created from my heart by living from the heart. It's interesting to consider that in ancient Egypt, when somebody had died, and if they were going to be mummified, that the brain for them wasn't important. It was cast aside at the embalming, and the heart was important. Now, science, I think, is still trying to work on this, but when we're developing in the womb, our first thoughts and our body and our system is controlled from a brain within our heart. So I think this is a way of living that creates harmony. So, I hope you've enjoyed the story. Well, it's not really a story, it's my experience, so I hope you've enjoyed my experience. Me talking about my life, where I am as a person, sharing with you my creations. If you've enjoyed this content, it would mean a lot to me if you would like, comment or subscribe. And if you'd like to see more of my work, head over to my Etsy store. There's a link on my channel banner up on the right hand corner. It's been wonderful talking with you today, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.